Yeah, so I came here 17 years ago, and I'm a healer, and somebody was in a hit-and-run accident, and it was my son's fiancée at the time, and she was in a coma, and the thing is, I was actually speaking to her spirit before I got to Canada. So people go, oh, how do you do that? Well, I've been doing that ever since I was a child, so I'm just natural. To actually communicate with the person's spirit. And anyway, she was in a coma for 10 days, and I'm a Reiki. I do a lot of energy work, but one of the things I do is Reiki. And because I knew this girl and I was emotionally attached to her, it was really good that I had the Reiki. And she came out of the coma within 10 days, and the doctors were just, really thought we were going to lose her. So that's a really good advert for Reiki. But I do a lot of other energy work, and I've been doing it since I was a child. And the girl that was in the coma, I helped her with her rehab, and so that's how I ended to stay in Canada. And the thing is, I'm on the plane, right? And I love this girl, so of course I'm all upset and emotional. But one part of me felt I'm meant to stay in Canada, and then I'm trying to, it was kind of an upsetting time for my son's girlfriend. So I'm thinking, why should I even be having those thoughts? But I did. And the thing is, I was obviously meant to stay here, and this is my home. So that's the beginning story of my journey in Canada. And I didn't ever fit in England at all. I'm sure it's different now, but me growing up, very judgmental. So the thing is, here everybody just accepts, at least everybody's much more open to energy and what I do. So, this is my home. Canada's my home. We have to get it for Canada here. So anyway, I work with the crystal bowl. I've been working with it for 4 years. And it really helps to align and helps people's energy field get aligned, because it's it's connected to all your heart chakras. So if we do that, I'm going to just do that. I'm experimenting here. So if you can shut your eyes and just breathe in the energy, because it's basically healing's about love, relaxing, and allowing the energy to flow through you. So, does anybody want to make a comment on how that felt? Or did they feel anything? Did you feel anything? Or
yeah, I love it. It makes me feel
but
good.
anybody else? Yeah, well, you've had the bowl before,
Yeah.
so you want to hear from anybody else.
I can feel it resonating. That's what I was paying attention to. Where I could feel it. I could feel it everywhere.
Good, because that's so you're in tune with your spirit, aren't you? So what I'm going to do, is everybody familiar with the chakras? You know what I'm talking about? Does everybody know about chakras? Yep. All right, so I don't have to go through the chakras. I didn't know who would be here.
Right.
So, it's pretty obvious. First chakra is red. It just goes up. This is the throat chakra, third eye, and crown chakra. So what we're going to be doing now, I'm just going to give you a little meditation to do, so you're more in alignment and receptive to what's going to be going on here. And by the way, this is a picture I got a typical grandma here. This is a picture of my grandchildren in New Zealand, who I've just come back from, and they're totally in alignment because all kids are in alignment, you know, and then we lose it. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. Children are just natural. So anyway, if we can breathe, now you're going to have different thoughts come in, don't worry about it. Just basically breathe from the base of your spine here. It's these first three chakras. We want to get grounded and integrated, so that's the intention. And then we'll see what happens. So just breathe and don't worry about any thoughts. So as you breathe in that energy, see a white trickling through your head, trickling right down the back of your head, right down the back of your spine. And it's permeating your whole cellular level, especially running through the shoulders, the heart, the chest, the stomach and pelvic area. Really just feel it cleansing and liquefying any unwanted energy. It's liquefying and transforming it right back into Mother Earth as it goes through the energy field, right through the upper thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet, and just feel, sense, or see basically a white force field, because that is what's happening to you energetically. You've got a white force field that is balancing all your chakras here. And if any thoughts come into your head, just go back to your breath. Just try and concentrate on the breath. Breathing from the stomach area, not the chest area, just slowly and rhythmically. Breathe in that white light. And while you're doing that, I'm going to be doing the bowl again. Much love here for you. Just feel that love permeating all aspects of your being. Peace, light, and love for each one of you here today. We come before you to talk to you as this talk has been presented on the art of allowing, and this is what you're doing at the moment. You're feeling that energy. the art of allowing is to actually feel the energy and connect to the energy, as we're all living energies. Everything is energy. And as we connect in a group, the energy grows stronger. It's encircling us, your families, and everybody that you are connected to. And it's going out into the community and into the world. We are allowing you to feel this energy at this time, because to connect with the feelings in the body is the most important thing for allowing the experiences to come in. It is not from working with your head. It's from working, thinking, feeling. It's more about feeling from your heart. By being a smaller community, the energy is much more stronger for you. This person's been working with energy for many years. So when she comes into close proximity with you, she does not have to touch you. She's actually giving you the healing energy while she's standing here. But working with the bowl allows you to feel much more comfortable and relaxed and open to receive your own inner guidance. You all have an inner guidance system that is there for you from when you're born. And as you said earlier, when you're a child, you just naturally, you're all open and loving, and everything is magical and wonderful as this world is. And then the conditioning gradually wears away at you. And so the art of allowing is to really come back, because we all have that, is to come back into that innocent child's energetic state that we all have inside ourselves. And some of us have forgotten. We've forgotten how to have joy and fun, because this life is meant to be fun. This life is a beach. This life is about relaxing and allowing all this abundant energy that you have all manifested in your lives to come to you. And it's about allowing it and not concentrating on what you don't have, like the partner that you might be with is like you're concentrating on all the aspects that you don't like about this person, instead of working on what makes you happy and leaving the other person alone. That's just one example of how this energy works. And there's a lot of other examples of where you're beating yourself up and you're just saying the same thing to yourself. You're just saying the same take over and over again. And so that's why the energy and the abundance is there for you, but you're basically pushing it. You're basically pushing it away. This one pushed it away for years, and she's now not doing that. And it's really wonderful what is happening in her life, and it can happen for you. But it's basically about getting yourself out of your way, because the thing is, you're not your personality. Yes, it's great to have the personality so you can have fun with it, but it's basically we're much more, we're big, we're big energy, we all have big energy, and it doesn't serve to keep yourself in a small, unworthy state. We need to connect with that inner guidance energy to know that we can basically have the life that we were meant to have. So through these feelings, it's sensing and feeling, and we have all been there, and then we don't necessarily take any notice of one way that we're elated and we're excited and there's an opportunity, and then for whatever reason we tend to go backwards into the old tapes. And life is not about that. It's about just staying open with your heart chakra so that you can receive. But we do understand that it's not as easy because you have the mortgage and different things to contend with. So it's about when you're beating yourself up, or you can't get the tape out of being a negative tape. Even if you can just change it a little, it will bring you more into an alignment of your energy field. To manifest and have a good life, you have to have the balance in your energy field. So it's about it's about staying in alignment with your energy. So that's what we are doing here today, allowing you to just feel the energy. It's really not about thinking. It's about sensing and feeling. So she's going to do the bowl again. You all have much peace and light in your hearts. Allow yourself to feel that peace and light while breathing that energy in. The angels here coming in close to you. Each one of you has an angel with you. And there's lots of nature spirits coming in. They like to manifest fun. So it's also about fun too, not taking life so seriously. We want you to know that you're all doing a good job in this life that you have come here to live. We basically want to tell you, create the life through your own thoughts and feelings. Be aware of what you think. It will eventually manifest into your life. So the most important thing is to manifest joy, balance, love, harmony. And nobody's perfect, we know that. But the thing is to bring yourself back to that energy as much as you possibly can through the day. And how you do that is just by thinking of something good, some happy thought. Maybe your animal, whatever, to bring yourself back into alignment. Everybody makes it so complicated. It really isn't that complicated, because it's basically channeling your own energy into alignment and love. And it's really personal self-nourishment here. This is what we're hopefully allowing you to feel tonight. And sometimes you can't always feel happy. But one example is my cat. She's got high on cat milk today. It's natural cat milk. That's the thing we're trying to have to right here. The thing is, I'm channeling my energies back. That's my personality going through now. But this is good. It's basically the higher beings that everybody can feel this at any time of day or night. It's all about feeling, and it's all about feeling and sensing what you feel. Like when you're in nature, you open your energy field up to it. So this is what we're doing today. We're not in the field, but so would anybody like to comment on what they were feeling? Because that's what I'm about. I'm about people having their own individual experiences and guiding them. And that's what my series is going to be about. This is just a little taster. So would anybody like to comment on what you're feeling or sensing?
Well, this is, my second or third time with the ball.
Yeah.
And it always makes me feel nice and cozy.
Yes.
Yes, I feel comfortable, I feel protected, like I could just cuddle up and go to sleep. I feel
got an
good.
angel coming through, I'm not just, and I don't see angels all the time, but
Right.
everybody has an angel. And that's what happens, because the thing is, I channel the energy through the bowl. It's a cat that brings it. Yeah. But can we hear from anybody else?
I feel very satisfied, like I don't need anything.
Awesome.
And I feel kind of like someone gave me a massage on my back or something. My back feels really good and it was hurting yesterday. So.
Interesting.
So you had a gentleman in the spirit world here with you, working with you. I'm not sure, is it a grandfather? I'm not sure if he's a grandfather.
Yeah, you said the last time that I saw
Oh,
you
really?
years ago, you said that.
Really, he's right in your energy field with so much love for you.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. So he's drawing you to your neck. Well, the thing is, we've got, I know everybody has tension, but
Yeah.
is there anything there with you? It feels
Yeah, I
like
have
that.
tension in the neck.
Yeah, of course everybody's got tension.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one person on the planet that hasn't. But anyway, he's just really working with you there, giving you an awful lot of love. Does anybody else want to on what you felt, just about what you feel?
I can feel like what both of you are saying, that contentment, that comfortableness, but it's just feels like it's this electricity. Like when you're saying white light,
Yes.
I can feel like, it looks to me like lightning.
Oh, yes, it's very powerful like that. That's good. That's actually good, because that is the energy. That's a wonderful description.
That's what I can like see, feel.
So where is it? Is it feeling the whole of your body or?
Out, down.
Wonderful.
But I'm concentrating every time you do that, and I can feel it through, like right down to my toes, everything, my fingers and my ears and even my nose.
So basically, I'm hearing you're getting a vibrational bath. Everybody's getting a vibrational bath. I actually did have a gentleman come and he said, "This is better than massage. I feel it's like a lovely warm wet cloth going on." I thought that was a really good description.
Yeah.
And that was from, I actually do have, it's nice to have a couple of gentlemen here, but I do, really like working with men too. Because when you get an opportunity to feel, in the everyday world, we don't get, especially males, don't get the opportunity to kind of open up. So what was happening to you? What were you?
I could see and feel my willow tree.
Oh, willow tree?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
just see it going back and forth, gently in the breeze, and it's a place I often sit just close to the willow.
Oh,
I
awesome.
just feel that. It's like that energy was just kind of coming into the ground from the willow. I could just see it.
That's beautiful because, of course, I always see willow trees. It's pretty obvious, releasing, letting go back into the water. Because that's what this is. This is liquid light that we can connect with. So you obviously meditate then.
And the modulation was kind of like, it was like all, like the branches were kind of modulating back and forth as that was kind of coming in and out, just like get wet. Like, I could feel it going from ear to ear, and that's the way that tree was kind of in time with
So you felt
modulation.
it completely in your
Yeah.
body? Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for coming. You're wonderful.
Isn't that funny about willow trees? I've always loved
I
it.
love
Yeah.
willow.
Whenever I have a spiritual meeting, it's always under a willow tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Very
it.
high.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to comment
Beautiful. I love it.
on what you felt?
I guess if you're
Oh,
looking for another
sorry,
gentleman.
Brendan. And it's
I'll
your
come.
birthday, so we
It's my-
yeah.
I was just gonna say I like what you said about it being liquid light.
Yes.
I think that's actually like a better way to describe it than the way I was going to describe it. But just in the idea that there was a distinct, just from like an observation point of view, there was a distinct difference from like not playing the bowl, how I was feeling, you playing the bowl, and then feeling something hit me. Like literally in the sense that we are underwater in a way, because like there's no such thing as empty space.
No.
So what you're saying is like liquid light is literally, what we refer to as sound, but it's still like the actual fields coming and hitting yours, and it's like a magnet thing. And I was also, since it's a bowl, because I've worked with singing bowls before, but yours is just, every bowl's special, right? Like every bowl kind of has like its unique energy to it, because especially if it's a crystal bowl like yours, and yours is rose quartz, or is that one rose quartz? Yeah.
No.
This is a different one, yeah.
It's clear crystal.
Okay, it's clear quartz. Okay. I was gonna say I just was able to connect with like the natural breath that is just like the rhythm itself. So as like you're moving that, like the wave is kind of like coming and receding sort of thing. So you can actually really feel that. And that was throughout my entire body, like especially in the brow. I'm aware of those sensations already, but doing it with that bowl just like really brings it to the forefront of your attention. And it's like a massage, kind of like an etheric massage. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
It
You
is.
promoted it that,
Yes.
like etheric massages.
Because the thing is, that is the intention. And how I got this bowl, I went to a crystal convention where they're selling a whole load of different crystals. And my friend shouted, I'd been wanting a bowl forever and had no idea how to get one. And she's like, they've got crystal bowls over here. And I'm thinking, don't let everybody know, because they only had 3. And the thing is, I was trying to be all sensible, because I do groups. So I'm not thinking of me. I'm thinking, I got to get one for the first chakra, because most people are out in their body all the time. And the most important thing, if you work on your first 3 chakras, you're actually staying in your body, and it really helps to allow whatever you're manifesting to come to you. So anyway, so then this woman kind of squashing me, and she's like, "Oh, you're a spirit person. Do you know how to do dowsing?" You know, she's holding this dowsing thing, and so I'm trying to tune into my guide. It was all very busy and hectic. And the lady took pity on me, and I went the other side, and I just looked at this bowl, and she said heart chakra, and I thought, that's the one I have to have. And so that's an example of, because I was being all logical, no, I got to have the first chakra one, and you know, that's in my head.
You're practical.
And
Right?
yeah, you know, I was, because the thing is, I'm a healer, so I'm trying to help. So I bought this for other people. And this is what's been such a wonderful experience since I've had it, because words, and as I'm channeling like I was earlier, it's kind of frustrating when you get into words, because one word, like you were saying about jalopy, I know that's an old-fashioned.
I was just thinking that.
That's from before my time, and I'm 70.
Jalopy.
But you know what I mean? It means different things to different people. So when I'm channeling and doing readings and doing groups, it can be frustrating because you're really trying to help the person to understand and allow them to receive. So the bowl is a fantastic way of opening people up. And it's almost like you have to give some people permission to relax and feel. So this is a really, really wonderful way of doing it.
It's a fast track way, because just feeling it, you are instantly relaxed.
Well, the thing is, I work with bigger, this is wonderful, this intimate group. I'm really happy that we've got an intimate group, but I work with big, you know, lots of people. So the thing is, I'm doing a presentation on the 14th of September at the Lamplighter with Dr. Julia Niga, and we have fun. It's going to be fun. And the thing is, I'm going to set the intention with the bowl. So with me doing that, people would benefit even more what he's saying, and you know, I'm channeling at the end. But I mean, that's what it's all about, and it's about sharing, and it's about sharing this energy. So the more people that can be in alignment and allow their own experiences in their own abundance, because the thing is, I just didn't believe for 20 years that I could be in abundance. I just had so much low self-worth that I was just pushing it all over there, and actually everybody can have this and have the joy and love in their life. That's what it's about. Did you want to say anything? You haven't. Sorry, I don't even know your name.
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, I like the name.
No, I'm just
Feeling it?
She's
just
she's feeling it.
just there.
Yes, because you've got an ability. Do you actually, are you clairescent? Because I'm being drawn to your ears. So you have spirit talking to you? Yeah, I thought so. And I like your energy when you walked in there. Yes. Yeah, oh, do you do readings?
No.
You've got an ability there.
Yeah. I left it a long time ago, and I'm just, again, it's the trust issue, and I was raised Catholic, so I was exercised very early in life.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so-
But of course, none of this, I mean, it's about the higher dimensions. It's nothing to do with churches.
Oh, no.
Not that I'm knocking anything against churches. I think they do serve a purpose for certain people. It depends where you are on your evolutionary scale.
Yeah, and then I had to go through that, and I had to
Yeah.
get away from it, and
Absolutely.
it's fine, but this is just, I was just able to deeply meditate, sink very deep, very nice.
Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're receiving it. Did you want to say anything, Kathy?
I just feel so relaxed.
Good.
I feel my third eye, like both of them. One, it's really tingling, it's still tingling. Yeah.
Well, because you're clairescent and you sense and see. So, she's a wonderful artist, is Kathy. So that makes so much sense. And with Jennifer, and I never said about Jennifer Naturals, wonderful hairdresser here. And we're, thank you for, I didn't say anything, did I? Thank you for allowing me to use your space. Dundas Street, I don't know the number of this.
796.
796
Yes, but you
Dundas
know,
Street.
we're right into that. It's
Yeah.
all from inside. We know that. Even your hair.
Yeah.
Yes, you can put whatever you want on the outside, but everything is from the inside. Yeah, that's where it all is. But I love your crystal ball. My heart issue, my heart chakra is an issue for me. It's very protected, especially in this time. I'm very logical, everything else is blah, 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 blah.
Oh dear.
Yes, but my heart has been something that I needed to work on because it's very protected. It's where my weak spot is, my heart. Who would think?
Well, the thing is, don't say that.
Oh, I shouldn't say that, yes.
Basically, you see, I'm not criticizing, this is what we
It's the
teach.
words, right?
We basically get, and I mean, I'm not perfect, of course I'm not. You know, we tend to, I mean, I say I'm stupid, and then I go, oh no, don't say that, Sheila, you're just giving yourself more. You're just giving yourself more of it.
Yeah.
So it's like my friend, he said, oh, something's killing me. And every time he says it, I just cringe. But it's not for me to interfere with how he's thinking. It's not for us to interfere with anybody else. But this is what people don't understand in relationships. All you can do is be the best and loving person that you can for yourself. And take time to feel what's right for you, and it's not selfish. You know, we're brought up to think it's selfish if we look after ourselves.
Right.
Well, it's actually common sense to look after yourself.
Yes. Well, I thought that the heart chakra and heart was all about other people.
Yes, so did I.
Yes, I didn't know it was about me. I was like, oh, it's my own heart.
Chakras are yours.
Yes, well, you know, the heart, you're always thinking, you know, everything else, but it's like, no.
Just before I came, I read a saying of an excerpt of Pema Chodron. She's the Buddhist monk that practices from her monastery in Nova Scotia.
Oh, right.
Yes, yes, it was her birthday, so she's, anyway, she was saying that very thing, that a lot of newcomers to Buddhist teachings think that it's okay to be in that troublesome, because Buddhists have the wheel, right? And
Yes,
they can,
yes.
and she said that is a skewing of the teaching, and that no is as important to a Buddhist as no is to everyone, and being able to say no to another who might be intruding on your space is as equally important as saying yes.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
And it was so true.
Yeah,
It was
that's
so true.
wonderful that you shared that.
Yeah,
Because, I didn't know about boundaries for us.
totally.
That and boundaries, exactly, that's, yes.
Yes.
And the thing is, that's why I am a good teacher, because the thing is, I'm always working on myself. I'm working with a psychologist I don't have to go to anymore. But the thing is, I'm actually imparting knowledge to her now, and then she's imparting it to her clients. And they don't get that at university. You know, it's about life wisdom. I'm all about life wisdom. But I do channel the spirit world. I channel, I can channel, relatives. But I like to work on a higher level, because the thing is, the energy now, especially this year, 2013, is completely changed. And Earth Mother is completely changed. So everything is speeding up, and it's wonderful. And you just have to allow yourself to speed up. It's an energetic thing. Do you all feel that here? I think you all do. You feel that everything's speeded up. And at first, I couldn't. You know, you're trying to kind of stop the river.
Right.
You have to allow the liquid light to flow through you. And that's what I've been channeling for, I can't remember. But that's the word they gave me. And when I do Facebook, everybody responds to liquid light, and I can see it. And I can see it coming through everybody. I get so excited. But I never take for granted what I see. I just feel so blessed to have this ability. And it's meant to share with community, go out into the world and help as many people. And we're all healers in our own way, of course. But did you want to ask any more kind of involved? I don't know how much time, I forgot to say about the time. I don't know how.
We've been doing this for about 40 minutes.
Right,
so
well, you have to tell me.
I don't know what time it actually is.
No, do I. I turn my cell
Close
phone.
to 8.
I turn my cell phone off because I always get a call. Whenever I'm doing energy work, people start ringing me. They pick up connected.
Yeah.
So everybody, it's not friends, it's people for spiritual work. You know, that's what happens.
So, okay, I have a question. When you think about something that you want,
Yeah.
Okay, and something that you crave and you really want, it's important to you. So there's a part where you want it and you're excited,
Yeah,
and then there's a part where you don't have it and you feel bad.
yeah.
Okay, so, and it's easy to get to that point because at first you want it, well, you're not getting it, and then it's like, right? So what do we do with that feeling of, I don't have it?
Well, it's basically what I was channeling before,
Right.
to get yourself in alignment. And it doesn't mean going through, if you feel that you're unworthy and I'm never going to get it, you're here, and the good stuff is over here. So you have to close the gap, and you can't do that in just one go. But like I said, I think about my cat, I think about animals, I think about nature. You really have to find something that's pertinent to you,
Make you feel better.
to change. I mean, one example, in the 70s when I lost my husband and I was angry, I had the best clean cooker top. I don't like cleaning cookers, but I was kind of frustrated and angry. He was only 46 and he's in the spirit world now and everything's fine. But at that time I had young children, so it was very it was quite hard.
Yes.
And I couldn't go out on the town with kids. So that's the way I used to change the energy.
Well, you just focus on something.
Yeah, focus
Okay.
on something else.
That's a good
And
idea.
it is challenging. I mean, we're not saying
not
it's
easy, that's
No,
right.
and I can't.
So take your
always
mind off
do
of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
or go for a walk or anything.
Yeah.
Is it something to answer? I have something that I do, and I call it 3 things. And what I've taught my children, told Jean and many other people, is to think of 3 things that you're appreciative for.
That part.
But
Count your
actually,
blessings.
go
Yes.
there.
Uh-huh.
Go there and remember
Feel
that
it.
moment and feel it. When those feelings of,
Yeah,
oh, I don't have it.
Yes.
This is the secret to feel
And
it.
I've done this. I've done the 3 appreciation things, and then I ask for what I want,
Yes,
and it comes to me.
absolutely.
Just have to
I've
stay
proven
there.
it to people.
Right.
Yes.
I'm like, watch. Within 2 weeks, I will have what I am asking for.
Well, I'm getting it manifesting just
Manifesting
like in
physical
hours.
things,
Wow.
money, physical
Yes.
things.
Same here.
Well, listen, and here's my thing. I can manifest all kinds of things. But there's a few things that are just 1 or 2 things that I really want. So this is my thing. Right? I've got it. So this is where I'm stuck. I'm like, come on, I can manifest all these mundane things.
But the
Right?
thing is,
I should be
something-
self-worth.
I was just going to say what Sheila said, that it's something that's holding you in
Absolutely,
that.
energetically.
It's the
Stopping
resistance.
you.
There is resistance in your-
Everybody.
Yeah. If you're resisting, then
Yeah.
it can't break through. So.
But how do you find that
Well,
resistance?
ask
then?
for
When
it.
you really
Ask
want
for
it.
it.
We're
Ask for
actually
it.
doing it at the
Ask what
moment.
the resistance is.
Okay.
Yes, ask.
Ask.
It's again, asking you shall receive.
Why not, right?
So, yes.
And you know what? It's funny. I was talking to a friend earlier today about this. Ask. It's one thing to ask, but when you get the messages, do you even know that they're there? And if they're there, how do you interpret them?
Yes.
So you have to be very specific. And a good way that I found, and a really easy way, is, do you listen to the radio?
Yes. I do.
Ask for your messages to come through music on the radio.
All right.
Happens to me all the
I
time.
like
That's how
that.
my husband communicates with me.
It'll freak you.
Yeah, and sometimes
Well, no,
TV.
because
Yeah.
that's a
All
natural
right.
But
process.
if you're feeling that, if you get into that state of, oh shit, it's not here.
Yeah.
Pardon French. You know.
Yes, as soon as you
So-
feel it.
So you're saying, oh, okay. So why am I in this space of, oh no, it's not here?
Right.
And what am I resisting? What am I resisting?
Yes.
What is holding me back in
Yeah.
that? But
Very specific.
be very
In that
specific,
moment.
because you can, then you'll end up just a massive
That's when
confusion.
the words
That's
become
what's happening.
very
And, that,
important.
and that's what in meditation
Well, no,
will
it's
assist
not,
with.
it's not the
calming.
words, it's the feeling.
Yeah.
The feelings
And
of
the thing
confusion.
is, I've been feeling and sensing all my life, and people actually told me, I'm over emotional and all this. And it wasn't because I was over emotional, it's because I was picking up everything. I'm like a Geiger counter. I can
Right.
actually go and find water. I can walk somewhere and find water, and I'm not looking for the water, it's always there.
Right.
So the thing is, I got a natural ability. Now everybody has. And the thing is, they think they haven't. So that's basically the secret. When you're thinking and feeling, you're not worthy, you can't get it. One aspect of you, Jennifer, is thinking that. So that's, and the thing is, it's about relaxing too, because if you're reluctant, because this is what I used to do in life, well, why isn't that happening to me? Because that's how I used to be.
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
Well, I like
It's
that. I like
about
that.
being
Applying the
happy.
same things to getting what you want, to getting through to the block.
For sure.
What is
It's,
the
it's,
problem?
but the thing is, this is what I'm teaching. So
Right.
this is what's a continuum. This is just a little kind of a taster,
right,
and then
right.
you go more into it, of course.
And then you can get into
with
specifics.
my series, I'm starting off with 4 series. If anybody wants to sign up or talk to me afterwards.
Because you can manifest anything. It's all the same. But there's some things that are easier to in our mind than others, right? And that's the block, I guess.
Well, I will tell you
Yes.
a personal thing. I usually, but I think this is relevant, that we're on camera. I want people to hear this. I had 3 years of absolute terrible, Jennifer knows, where I couldn't find anywhere decent to live. And I kept, so I got into that state, I can't find anywhere. So it just got worse and worse and worse. So worse that I got physically sick. And I had to turn it around, because when you gotta go to rock bottom, the only way is up. And the thing is, what I realized, I'm in this situation to turn it around mentally. And it was a light bulb, it's not like anything particular was happening. I just came to that understanding and stopped pushing against everything that I didn't want. And then circumstances allowed, and I found my wonderful new apartment up the road in Dundas Street.
Oh my God.
And when I walked
Apartment,
in,
New Zealand.
I was the first person in the building, and I was with my friend that I work with, and I was with another friend. And this other friend said, "You're going to have this apartment." And I just knew it wasn't the right place, And it's brand new, so why would I know that?
Right.
So my other friend's taking me down there, and I'm seeing an angel with her, as we still got the angels there. So they're all identical apartments, but the energy was prepared for me. And I've been there a year, and I've been just having wonderful experiences and groups and classes. And I call myself a teacher, but it's laughable really, because the students are all teaching me all the time. We have fun. That's the most important thing with any of this thing.
Yeah.
Some of it, of course, is serious, but it doesn't have to be serious all the time. Life basically is a beach. We don't have to be serious all the time. We need to just hang out and relax.
I'm going to try to remember
Brendan,
that.
especially as it's your birthday, you should be
Yeah.
out living it up.
Somebody find me a beach.
Yeah.
I just saw the movie The Beach
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's an intense movie.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I said, wow. There's some serious things. When I first saw it, I thought it was a beach, but it was like about human nature.
Yeah.
It's a wicked movie.
Dark.
Yeah.
So does anybody
Yeah.
want to, before we close, because I'm going to close with the bowl, does anybody want to ask me any questions?
Are you doing like personal readings tonight at all or anything like
No.
that? Not tonight.
No,
No.
not
Okay.
tonight, but you can sign up. If I've got
Well, she's available.
pieces of yeah, I'm
Yeah.
available. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're talking about, being in alignment, or how I felt after the bowl, where I just feel like completely satisfied and like in my power and like I don't need anything,
Yeah.
that's like one feeling. But then there's going out into the world, and then there's whatever, people ask you to like go to the bar, or you meet someone attractive and you feel like, I don't know, whatever about them, and I don't know, I struggle with like the go-between, so I don't really know what my question is, but I never, do you? Can you tell me what?
I do too.
Need some lace
Sheila
agate.
knows.
I knew I had to bring the lace agate. The lace agate's really good because I work with crystals.
Okay.
It's really about, if you can uncross your legs, because it's just the energy. Crystals have living energies.
Right, yeah.
And the thing is, it would definitely help you to stay more in alignment. So basically, it's thinking that you're not going to have whatever attracting a wonderful person.
Right.
You're basically somewhere thinking like Jennifer that you're not worthy
Yeah.
for this wonderful person to come into your life. He's already there. So the thing is, you don't have to look for anybody either. You just naturally come into your life.
So yours are zinging, everything is all feeling good, and then you come into the world and it's like, uh-oh. Right?
Well, it's not like
It's trying to make the right decisions.
It's about decisions.
So
It's a
as you become more aligned
yes.
and aware of your gut, you'll be able to follow your gut. Just be patient with yourself.
yeah.
It'll come.
Patience,
It'll come.
yeah.
Just trust your gut. It's not something we're taught, is it?
Well, the thing is, it's your
So-
time.
It's
Yes.
And the thing is,
So-
like-
and we make mistakes.
The thing is,
So be easy with
Yeah.
yourself
Can't
and
be
learn to
yes,
trust your
be
gut.
easy with
Be
yourself.
very easy with
That's
yourself.
really,
Yeah.
I love that expression, be easy with yourself. I like that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
so
We don't
just-
say that in England. I
Be
like
easy,
that.
go
Be
easy.
easy with yourself.
Go easy.
Because I was brought up with my
Simple.
grandmother.
Just trust.
Right?
And my grandmother had this ability, and that's what she used to say to me, you know, not in that way, but different words. But basically it was wonderful because I came from a very mixed up childhood. The parents were very dysfunctional, I was very unhappy at home. So part of the time I was living with my grandmother, and my grandmother had the gift because she would just come out with stuff. So, I mean, as a child, I'm like sitting there, you know what I mean? And it's not always the words, it's sharing that energy. And the child can feel that.
Right.
I'm very much into helping children, by the way. So I'm happy to go to groups where children are and do a little meditation. The children are really, they love this bowl.
I bet.
So, I'm available to go
I
into
love
the
it.
community.
I'm
We
all
also
plugged up.
have a healing group that meets once a month, every fourth Friday, and that's just donations.
Great.
For anybody who wants healing, Kathy's part of the Raphael Healing Group. And I didn't plan all that. Archangel Raphael came through us, and it just, and that's what's so wonderful about community. That's so much what it's about, sharing.
Yes.
It really is. I think, unless anybody wants to say, I'm just going to do the bowl again. Does anybody want to say anything? No,
I've seen you two before. You look so familiar.
yeah, their energy is wonderful.
Yeah.
Your energy,
Well,
you're
I'm
all
just saying.
wonderful. Your own energy is wonderful.
You look familiar. Okay. Probably in passing somewhere. You know, London is small.
Brendan, you need a bigger camera, dear.
Do I?
Everybody in.
Yeah, just like wider lens.
Yes, definitely.
That'd be nice.
Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, no, I was just,
Yeah.
I guess kind of in response to like part of what Chelsea was talking about. So,
Chelsea.
I don't know, sorry.
Yes.
No, I guess like what I was just gonna say, part of like was in response to what you were talking about, and also Tammy as well, like just the idea of like going easy on yourself. I mean, we all go through, like 26 years old, I've gone through a lot of cycles, learned a lot of lessons in a short amount of time. But no, and I'm not comparing, right?
I wish I was aware at your age.
No, exactly.
have not
He
been
could have
aware
gone all
of
through
that.
that. I didn't, but he could have, right? Some people, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
That's
and
right, yeah.
even within like the last year, like who I am now is not who I was like a year ago.
No, it isn't.
Especially just in terms of patience, and like you said, you know, it's hard when you say like, this is what I want, but then sometimes it's okay to have a dream, but you have to understand sometimes those dreams don't come true for a reason.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because in not getting what you want at that time, it creates you into like more of who you are, and then
Yes.
it would trust in the process is like what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Can we put that on camera?
Trust in the process.
Not tattoo, trust in the
Yeah.
process on her legs.
Really?
Yeah, see?
Oh,
The answer wasn't far.
that's so funny. Oh, but it's
That's
true.
Sorry, say
It's a
that.
good reminder.
That's a good reminder
Yeah.
too.
What was that? I missed
Sometimes
that.
it's the things you let go of that
Yeah, letting
allow
go.
everything else to come in.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the whole point about
It's-
it.
You surround yourself
Yes.
with all these things that, due to situations or life or whatever, you build this wall around yourself.
Yes,
and
yes.
nothing can come in.
That's right.
And
It's
when
like the juggernaut.
when you get rid of that, it's
Opens
it's-
wide.
But if you don't know that you've built the wall in the first place,
Nah.
That's
you're
what-
living
Yeah.
Well,
behind
that's
the
why people need me. And other people, you know, other people, not
But I
just me.
mean, there's
When
some,
you
you know, you're unhappy, you're not
Exactly,
You're not,
like,
you're not with
yes.
someone that you want to be with, or whatever.
It's
I get
I
close
was
to
There are
it.
signs and there's clues that
That's right.
Then you're
there's
not-
something's not
You're
right.
not with your
Yes.
source.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
in your source.
Like that was my experience, is that when I let go of a lot of anger
Oh, wow.
due to a marriage breakup and all these things, and what I thought my life was, and it totally dissolved in front of me. The first year was in a bottle,
Right.
drank a lot. I was angry. I was angry with life and the world and everything around me. It spun off on my kids and all the people around me. I wasn't abusive in any way to anyone, or not intentionally. I was just
Just
doing
yourself.
it myself.
yeah.
That's what happens.
That carried on. Like the drinking leveled off after the first year because that was the worst of it. And then after a while, it was just I got to this point where I let go of this anger I had for my ex-wife. Started talking to her. And this took 4 years to get to that point.
Believe it.
Within 6 months after that, after I let go of that and
Right.
started communicating with her and just forgetting, just not letting all that stuff bother me anymore. One of my children changed like crazy in her behavior, my own behavior, and it opened me up to a world of meeting Tammy and all these
Isn't that
different.
wonderful? That's a wonderful
I got back
story.
into playing music. And
Wow.
just,
You've got wonderful
just-
energy.
yeah.
Sort of you too. I can feel that when you came to the door.
I mean, I know I've always been aware. I just didn't know what
Yeah.
to label it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was young, there wasn't a label.
Yeah.
Or they usually called me crazy, but
All of
that's-
our lives are our lives,
Yeah.
and they're the life we chose to live.
Yeah.
And I think when we learn to accept and appreciate whatever we have as
Yes.
part of our life,
Yes.
and let go of blaming anyone else for some responsibility and how we feel, right? Then we can move on. We
Yeah.
can forgive, we can open up, we
Yes.
can open our
Yeah.
hearts
Yeah.
fully,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
Even in-
world, anything's possible.
Even what I was doing before, I realized that all of my marriage and all previous to that, I wasn't happy. I wasn't
Right.
happy with anything. I had a mortgage.
You weren't fulfilling yourself,
Yeah, all this
right?
You
stuff.
can look at that now
Yeah.
and say, oh.
I hated my
yeah.
job.
Yeah. That's what was wrong.
Everything was horrible, and it was just like a struggle every
Yeah.
day, and I was tired all the time. And
Yeah.
it was like, and now I have very little. I don't work a lot. I play music when I want to.
Wonderful.
Life is good.
But I'm
Yeah.
finding that I don't want or need
You
those
don't
things
need it.
Well, the thing
anymore.
is you don't.
I don't need a fancy car. None of that appeals to me anymore. And it really, it's not just I'm saying that. I mean, it
Yeah.
actually really doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
I look at this stuff and I go, what's the point?
Yeah.
But even if you did want it, that would be okay too.
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah.
you're living your bliss, you're
Yeah.
living your dream and your bliss, and then that's what matters.
Well, what I love and what I really learned from Sheila is that sometimes things happen the way they're supposed to. Sometimes you get a block and you get a resistance just so that you can rise up above it.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, it's not personal then.
What Mary Beth said though, if not me Tammy, but me Spirit,
Right.
I wanted to learn these lessons, so this is what I'm
That's how I set it up.
to do it.
Right on.
So how can I
It's
not?
easier.
Take responsibility.
Yeah.
Even our meeting and the type of people we are, and it's like our connection right off the bat was just so incredibly strong.
Okay, stop writing now. That's
Sorry.
enough.
Brag.
But you can't
It was
deny
just
it.
weird.
You know?
It
But
just
the
came
thing
out
is,
of
it's a
nowhere.
And
wonderful
if we didn't go
story.
through the crap, we wouldn't have
It's a
gone
wonderful
that.
story because I have stories like that too. So, you know.
That
It's just
change,
cool when
yes.
you
Yeah.
can see it and you can realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to let go of expectations too. That's
Yeah.
like a big thing that I've been reflecting on lately. Because like then you can actually, I'll say it real quick. Like you can actually just find more happiness and more appreciation for what you do have if you let go of expectations. Because if you're so distracted with like, you're like, oh, you know, like I was expecting this or I wanted this, instead of
Right.
saying like, but what I have is still a gift. Right? Then you overlook it and you don't see it. And again, like so. Yeah, patience, letting go of expectations, trusting in the process, and yeah, just going easy on yourself, and you'll get through it.
Expectations thing is a big one for me because when I got rid of the anger and then I sort of was getting into that, and I met a lot of people and dated a lot of people, and I sort of came to, it was weird because I came to a sort of conclusion that, I'm going to be alone, I'm just going to have fun. I'm not going to find somebody that I can connect to on that level, so I'm just going to have fun and I'm going to go out and do whatever. And I came to for myself, I was just like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I just came to that.
You accept
finally to that
wherever
point.
you are, right?
And appreciate what
Yes, it's
You
okay.
know, so whatever happens, happens, and then
Voila.
just open up.
And the thing is, so many people that come to me don't, because they're basically looking for another part, they're obsessing about, well, this relationship's a disaster, when am I going to find somebody else? And I'm not fortune teller, and that's what they want me to tell them. And I don't tell them that.
Well, if you
She's
didn't
like,
personalize it,
you gotta work on yourself.
But basically, it's not. I don't tell them that, and I don't wave my finger at them.
Oh, you
I
should.
basically tell them to just what we've been talking about.
Right.
Just enjoy your life and be in the present. We're all present here, and people don't get that because they're thinking either way ahead or way back there. A lot of people are still way stuck back there in that
Right.
three-dimensional energy.
Well, yeah,
And when I say I don't make plans and I live in the present, people kind of look at me, what do you mean? It's so funny, and I get a real kick out of that. So, I'm really happy because I'm about making people think. So this is why this is wonderful, because to me that's what it's about. You're using your brain, waking up. So you're a wonderful group because a lot of people I talk to are not waking. No disrespect to them. We're all at different
Sure.
understandings. No disrespect to anybody
But
else.
this is unique.
But it is basically, life is a process. I thought I got it all worked out in the 80s. How wrong was I? How wrong was I? It only just started in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, it's a process, and we're all here to experience and learn. And that's what it's about. So I give you all a blessing through the bowl. So if you can breathe again, shut your eyes and so what will I hear for you? Loving blessings of liquid light are here for you this day and the days that follow. But stay in the present experience. I am the violet fire. I am the love God desires. I am the violet fire. I am the love God desires. You are safe and protected in your body. Stay in your body.
Wow.
To be continued.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it.
I love discussion groups, so I'm really up to date.
I love that bowl.
We've only
That is
just-
a
Yeah.
We've only just
fast.
touched the surface here.
Instant relaxation.
It's
with
like
that
sit in
bowl.
that bowl for like 30 minutes.
Totally instant. Every time I